she goes. At first I was afraid, I was petrified. I kept thinking how I can never live without you by my side. And then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong. I was wrong. I learned how to get along, and so you're back from outer space. I'm hungover today, but I got to run in place because I got to get my exercise and I've got to keep moving, but my head is spinning and my hip is not grooving. Oh no, I will survive because when you play, you must pay your dues, and so I'm on this stupid treadmill, burning off the calories that I drank. And then I ate last night, oh yeah, yeah. Hello, happy fucking Saturday. Happy 3-day weekend to all you guys. Memorial Day, all those who have served and are still serving. Get it done, Cali girl. I had 2 glasses of wine and 2 martinis last night. Not sure when that second martini came into play, but it did. I don't remember ordering that, but I could have. We did have a nice date night. Yes, we did have a nice date night. It was fun. We went to the winery first, and it was fun. We ran into our dentist, and he takes his staff out. So they were at the winery. So it was fun. Just accidental, you know? You have a wedding tonight, you'll be hungover. Probably. Enjoy, have fun. You know, I'm trying not to, wow, Sean. Wow, I'm impressed, big guy. I'm impressed. Oh, Lou, you remember. Are you sure? Just kidding. No refunds. No refunds. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. Hi, Lori. Welcome to the crazy. Shit. Time for a few glasses of wine. Can't wait. I love that. I was in the mood. I was just in the mood to get jiggy with it, you know? So I'm here, a little froggy, but other than that, that's it. We hung out, had some fun at the winery. Then we went to Sheldon and ran into one of Dan's old secretaries. Really cute. I remember because they hired her and I was kind of pissed off, you know. It's like, why do you guys always hire these cute young girls? Well, we know why, you know. What do I get for not being late 2 days in a row? Well, technically, you were like 2 minutes late. So, not technically on time, but technically earlier than you normally are. So, we used to drink that all the time in college. What did we drink in college? I missed it. Oh, Boone's? No, you did not. No, you did not. You got a bottle of Boone's Farm? Ugh. There is no way you're drinking that shit. Are you really? Not judging. Okay, a little bit. Yes, ma'am. She's ready to rock and roll. She's ready to get naked and dance on the tables with the Boones. With the Boone's Farm. Shit. I don't know. So, I'm thinking we're gonna do a live tonight. Because we can't do them Fridays. But we can do them Saturdays. The Boones. We're getting jiggy with it, with the Boones. Granny's gonna be dropping it like it's hot. Yeah, record it instead. You know, I gotta see pictures. Gotta see pictures, or I gotta see footage. Yeah. Hi, Silver Rose. How you doing? So, anywho, you know what I'm doing. I'm running. The Boone's Farm. Yes. I didn't even know they still made it. Yeah, I'm an officer. I'm an officer of love, kindness, and peace. Yeah, they do make, like, apparently, we got somebody with a bottle of booze right now. I went to WSU and we would just farm and pass it all around. Ew, COVID, herpes. I didn't either until I saw it in the store. So, old time's sake, we're getting down with it. We're getting down with the booze. Hi Joe, how are ya? I'm excited because I forgot. I ordered pizza yesterday from Walmart. One of my favorite pizzas is their pre-bake, or no, take and bakes. Meat lovers. So I know what I'll be having tonight for dinner. I cannot. It's that sugar we used to drink. Do you remember purple? Was it purple Hooters? Purple, and it was so sweet. And we drank that, and then they used to make them in 2 liters. Ugh. Dan tried to make you jealous. He tried. Goldschlager. I still have my bottle of Goldschlager. I won't get rid of it. That with all the flakes in the bottom. Bump was on my lip the next day. Yeah. Herps. You got the herps on the lips. Can you remember we did that shit? Blue motorcycle by the picture. What's that? I don't know. Purple. Was it purple Hooters? God, I remember those in the bar. Always in the bar. Yeah, poor Dan had a little temper tantrum this morning because he couldn't find something because he doesn't organize. He had to meet a client. And I clean up everything because I don't like shit everywhere. So if you ain't gonna clean it up and put it away, I'm gonna do it for you. Well, then he couldn't find what he was looking for because he should have put it in the check in the file, but he didn't. But he knew where it was. But because I moved it, I was in trouble, cussing me out, throwing shit, yelling, it's all my fault, what Dan does. No patience whatsoever. So I come over to try to help him, and he's like, and he waits to the last minute. It's the last minute he waits for everything. And then he's in a panic because he can't find anything. So it's like, okay, let me help you. I didn't move it. It just probably, whatever. So, anyway. Yeah. And then comes in later and pulls down his pants when he gets back. No, I'm good, boo. I'm good. No. Oh my God, it was so good. Carla, I had 2. I should have only had 1. Herpes is always the gift that keeps on giving. Every time my kids left the house, Dan always yelled, herpes is for life. The herps. Don't get the herps. Can't get rid of that shit. So anyway, Judy, did you guys do anything for graduation? We saw all of Nate's pictures, but I didn't know if you guys did like a dinner or what'd you do? Stop talking, just be pretty. The herps. Call it the herps. I do. Hi, Sue. I'm grandpup sitting this week. What kind of baby? What kind of baby? So I had Coco learn. I put a video up. Coco learned how to walk over the fence line in the bathroom. She's such a baby. So anyway, I gotta watch the food, but she's not gonna hurt the cats or anything. So anyway, last night she finally stepped over the wood plank that I have there. And she acts like she couldn't do it, right? On my rainbow powder nozzle. Doesn't want to vacuum. I know, I hate that. So anyway, a multi-poo. So she finally learned she could walk over there, but she's still weird. Like if her paw hits it on the way over, she gets kind of freaked out and she won't go over. She's such a baby. So last night at my drunken stupor, I was on the floor playing with the kitties, Olive Garden. I love that. That is perfect, Judy. Congrats. And then I just was like, I gotta go to bed, right? I gotta go to bed. Hi, Pedros. And so I went to bed, and the minute I got in bed, she started barking. This little hussy. Yeah. She was afraid to walk over the wood. I mean, she literally, so I literally walked over to her, and then she stepped over like I knew she could. And let me tell you, my German Shepherd is very special. My bad, thought you were being mean. Who, me? Am I being mean? I could be mean. Do you need me to be mean? Who do you want me to be mean to? Hi, Lisa. Did you see the baby? The German Shepherd? Did you see Reagan's sister this morning? Hi, Jern. It is time to change your name. Sean on time, Sean. 2 in the pink, 1 in the sink, said nobody ever, Colton. So before you try to do that to any random woman, don't. Because you're likely to get a foot up your ass. Kay was being funny because somebody else's response said, please stop talking. Yeah, somebody else said, please stop talking. Roseville in the house, yo. What's up? Hey, Guax. How's it hanging? To the right or to the left? Don't tell me in the middle. That's not a good sign. I had to take my anxiety this morning. Oh, you're feeling loopy? Well, I'm probably still drunk from last night, so. No hangover. I don't really feel that bad. Not yet. I don't feel too bad. I thought it was gifted a German Shepherd. Turns out she's a Belgian Malinois. Yeah, so the Malinois, however you say it. But do I smoke the green? No, I don't. I eat a gummy or I take a Benjamin. You love the book, Sharon? My stepmom sent me the most magnificent text this morning. She said, I have golden audio text. Yes, be careful. Be careful. Make sure you know who's not around. Anyway, she was on chapter 6. Oh, you're standing up, so. But it has to be to the right or the left. Because if it's down the middle, it ain't going to touch the floor. So, to be in the procession was interesting. You're trying to remember what to do. Judy. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. My drinks, the dogs. Just like that, it's gone. Poof. Missing. So I was a little tipsy last night. So on the way out, we ran into one of Dan's, I told you, ex-secretaries. Oh, my stepmom, thank you. Remind me to go back. Because I said some things and today I'm just going, oh, Danielle. She probably thought it was great. So my stepmom, she said it's amazing. Basically, it was about my mom, chapter 6, and she was so happy to be reading something. It's so meaningful. And she started the next chapter, which was the wedding. And she is just very touched by the book. So that was a nice thing to wake up to. But this, I won't tell you her name just in case, but she's a cutie. I mean, she looks great. Dan, of course, walked by her and she was like, Dan? And it took her a while, but so beautiful. She's cute. I said, you are gorgeous. And her boobs, I said, those are nice too. her boobies. I said, those are nice. She was like, I know, they're super tight. So I'm wondering if she just got them done. But they look great on her. The shirt was cute, everything. I said, sorry, I'm a little hammered. But yeah, I couldn't help. I mean, I noticed when there's a nice set of twins. I said, Dan, this is my husband. I said, did you see her tits? I said, holy crap, those look beautiful. He was like, I wasn't looking at her boobs. I'm like, oh, mister, I check women out, but you didn't see those knockers? That makes it, I even noticed the tits. Shit. Beautiful, nice, high, tight, So, I recognize beauty when I see it, and the shirt she was wearing, the color of her skin, it was great. I hope she took that as a compliment. I think she did. Anyway, so I know I didn't look at her tits. Bullshit. How do you not see them? They're right there for everybody to see. When women are wearing shirts like that, they want people to notice because they're feeling sexy. course you notice. Ugh. Now he's trying to be modest. Well, he claims he didn't look. I said I did. I almost touched him. That would have been a little, but I was like, these look great. Let's still look at young woman. It doesn't end. You see anything? We were definitely divulging. But normally, well, I wanted to indulge in that because they weren't cute. And he was like, yeah, I didn't see it. Bullshit. Bullshit. Norwegians are biggest eaters of tacos. YouTuber said Norwegians are the second biggest eater of tacos. What? Oh my God. No, I'm not swinging in any way. Yeah, I always, because if you're buying them, right, Michelle? If you're buying them, you want people to notice. And she had a little tube top on, you know? And they did look great. I was like trying to give her my number, stumbling around, and I couldn't help it, but I was in there. I was right in the, I always notice shit. So I thought, well, if they're out on display, she wants people to notice, right? I don't know. I was jealous. You know I don't have anything. Am I bi because I notice good tits? No. No. Just because you can admire great tits doesn't mean I'm bi, lesbian, or anything. I don't know why that's a question. I'm married. I'm heterosexual. I don't like vaginas, and I don't like touching women. So I'm not bi. That does not sound bi. Don't be an idiot. That's stupid. I wanted to. I almost did. But I thought that would be crossing the line. Me neither. Life's too short. Give the compliment. Me too. Hi, Nate. All the men want us to be bi. Yeah, for their fantasy. No. Vaginas bite. I don't like them. I think they're ugly. I don't want to lick them. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to see it. Keep it to yourself. I don't even want to. I almost hired a personal assistant to wash my body for me because I don't even like mine. So, but I needed to save the money. It's a little too ridiculous. My husband offered and I said no. Nope. Absolutely not. How long was she dance secretary? Good question. I don't remember. But I was pissed about that one. You know, that was back when Danielle was naive. She was insecure. She wasn't a very strong woman. So those things pissed me off. And why do men always hire who they think are cute? Like, you know, and then they say, oh, well, not like we put an ad saying cute women only, right? But why is it that almost every woman they hired, almost, they were always cute? You know, did they even hear their qualifications? You know, I don't think so. Now, I don't give 2 fucks because guess what? I'm secure, and if he cheats at this point in life, well, his loss, not mine. Yeah, great skills. We want beautiful, so when people come in the office, they see beauty, you know? I don't know. Yes, a personal coochie cleaner. Yes, but they were expensive. Yeah. Hi, Karen, how are you? I would say like a year to 2, maybe, tots and scars. I don't know. They had several. They had a couple other badass bitches, which I loved. They had one older woman who kicked them in shape. I think she was Dan's paralegal, but man, she didn't take any shit. I loved her. So, you know, it comes with the territory. What's wrong with 400-pounder women? No, there's nothing. I don't think you're wearing that shirt. I love my police shirt. Dan's like, where'd you get that? At Target? I said, no, at a store. Oh, all right. I'm a band t-shirt person, so I love band t-shirts. Those are my going out shirts. People are like, do you ever dress up? Hey, band t-shirts are dressing up. And yes, I slept in it. And t-shirt shorts and Birkenstocks. Why do people look at that as like just faux pas? Why do you do that? Why do you wear that? You're on date night. Don't you want to like, no, we're so not that way. We don't get gussied up. We don't curl our hair. We don't like put heels on. My going out is shorts and a band shirt and Birks, definitely, or a flip-flop that is comfortable for my feet. And hey, I didn't wear a hat, so that's a good thing. I didn't really want to wash my hair, but I did because it was date night. So, hi Nick. Here's the thing. I don't know how to play it. I gotta figure that out. So I can't put it on YouTube because you get copyright infringements. So unfortunately, it won't go there. It'll have to go on Facebook and TikTok because that's the only way. So I'll have to work on that. Yeah, if I can't wear flip-flops or if I can't wear Birkenstocks, I'm not going either. I swear you could go viral with a dress. Ooh, I wouldn't even want to do that, Kay. Going out to enjoy yourself, no. I don't need we're just not that way. You know, we used to get dolled up. I know, but YouTube doesn't like songs. So I was kind of worried to put it on. So if they can't notice it, maybe I could, but I don't know, we'll see. I'll have to play with that. The cat's meow. Adios. You're bugging me now. Hold on. I'm just over the obnoxiousness of this person. So, adios. I can't. So, now he's mad at me because I blocked him, you know, kiss off. Yeah, well, kiss my ass. So, you can't come on people's lives and expect them to put up with bullshit, especially yours. And being that I don't have any moderators, I'll take care of it myself. Do I ever wear makeup? Priscilla, my makeup is a little mascara and a little maybe sparkle on the eye and a little bronzer. That's it. I don't put on foundation, never have, and I love it. I love it, Amanda. That's okay, Rita. I just figured that person was there way too long, so I got to take care of him. So far, it's okay over here. So anyhow, yeah, if band shirts are my way, no way. We used to dress up. We used to put on, you know, Dan used to, but jeans, you know, Dan, jeans and a nice shirt and nice boots or something. And I would wear sometimes a skirt or, you know, something fun. I think back in the day, I was more dressing up because, you know, that was more special. When you've been together so long and you're older, that's not comfortable. I don't want to wear shoes that I'm not comfortable in. The only shoes I buy are running shoes, right? I buy running shoes and, you know, sweats or Birkenstocks or Archies for, you know, plantar fasciitis, you know? So that's what it has to, yeah. Although Rocky had a cute little slip-on sandal, really cute. And I was like, oh, but I have a pair of Tory Burches if I need them. You know, if I want to be a little dressy, y'all, I just want to be me, you know? And I'm not me if I do shit that I'm not comfortable in. So, anyhow, yeah, 30 years nuts. It's all about being comfortable. Yeah, I mean, Dan was a little nice. Like, he had a Docker pair of shorts last night with a black shirt. So he looked, a Salinger shirt, right? A Saab shirt, one of my merch ones. But it looked put together with shoes. That's just us, you know? You don't like it, don't hang out with us. Yeah, I'm not coming, me too. Birkenstocks and cute long skirt. I have that too, but the long skirts I have are so old that I just don't like them anymore, you know? I don't go out enough. And then when we do go out, it's just local. So shorts, I had my cute little Hudson shorts on that are 10 years old. Yo, Hudson, remember those jeans back in the day? Reefs are. Reefs, I've tried at one point. Sometimes I wear a tank top. Yeah, I do. My arms have gotten a little bit more flabbier. I like maxi dresses. I'll put on a maxi dress occasionally. I don't have any anymore though. COVID zapped that vibe. Took it away. You know, your shorts are. So I was wearing my Hudson jeans and they stretch. I've literally probably had those shorts probably for 10 years. You know, the best jean shorts are not the ones you buy currently. They're like the ones you buy like that were old. So anyhow, most comfy every day I wear cutoffs. I love cutoffs, but they have to be, and the Hudson shorts are stretchy. So they have the elastic, you know, the lived-in ones. God, those are my best. I don't like the new shit. Denim does suck today. And if you buy the stretchy kind, it looks just cheap. Back then they made them so well. I love my Hudson. My kids are like, Mom, you need new shorts. Why? These are great, right? I love these things. I spent like 60, 70 bucks on those things. $69.99 or something. I ain't getting rid of those things. I've used them up really good. So Hudson used to be my brand. So most of my jeans are Hudson. I love Hudson jeans. I haven't bought a new pair in a while. Actually, I did. I bought a pair not that long ago. They were on clearance for like $49. So I picked them up. I love Hudson. They fit me and my body type a lot better than the other ones. We're boating glampers. Great stability. You know, did you all see on the TikTok? They were made better. Just like cars and houses, same thing. Everything's cheap now. Even the name brands are just getting nasty with cheapness. Tell me, how many of you have seen the Birkenstock flip-flops that are out? Huh? Let me tell you, I'm gonna order a pair of those. Shit. 501 jeans or cut them off. I do. I've done that too. Ross, love that store. I do. I haven't been to bras. I don't need to worry about the bras, but you big titty girls do. To wear skirts, it's easier. Yeah, I know what you mean. Easy access. Every time I wear Vin Mar, I don't even know who that is, Tammy. Vin, hi Galaxy, I see you. Dan was always like, hey, don't wear undies. Fuck you. Don't wear pants. Don't wear undies. Women my age cannot not wear undies. We have to wear undies. We got too much shit coming out. We don't need that dripping. We don't need to leave a mark as we walk anywhere. Oh, Transter, thank you. No, I don't know who Von Mar is. I don't, is that a department store? We don't have that. I don't need the Wranglers, yeah. Wranglers are expensive. I have a pair that don't fit Andrew out here. Should I send them to you? Yeah, you know, we walk, and my goal this weekend is to read. I'm going to finish it this weekend. I shouldn't set standards like that because things pop up every day. But I'm going to try to read further into my book. I would like to read it. Slobberpuss has a whole new meaning. Yes. What, coochie. What were the words we learned yesterday? Coochie burgers? Coochie burgers. Coochie burgers. I ain't leaving my coochie burgers everywhere. Not burgers, boogers. Yeah. No. Coochie snot. Coochie snot. Fuck. Men be like, ooh. You know, sorry. Dan told me my vagina felt better now. Just FYI. I was trying to tell you that Dan after sex yesterday was like, so, and I was like, the way he was coming in, I was thinking he was going to attack me with something. Like, you know, clitty litter. Keep those down in the book so I don't forget. I wear jeans. Yeah, I like jeans. Pea freckles. So, yeah, he came in and he was like, you know, and sometimes when he says, you know, he's about to, you know, berate me for something, you know, who knows? And so I was like, what? I almost gave him this face, you know, like what? He's like, you know, your vagina's back to normal. I'm like, for who? For you? He's like, yeah, it doesn't feel so clam chowdery anymore. So whatever medication, oh, that's how he started it. He said, whatever medication you're on. And I thought he was going to start like bitching about my Lexapro and alcohol or something. I don't know, because he typically does that. And then I kind of was gearing up to fucking attack back, right? And he's like, whatever medication you're on, your vagina is back to normal. Oh, good, I'm glad. I'm glad it's back to normal for you. I'm glad my clitty litter is thinned out for you. You know? Yeah, he calls it clam chowdery. He says it's thick. It's not as thin anymore. It's gotten thicker. Yeah, so, yeah, apparently it's fixed. So whatever dose of hormones I'm on now, it's not so clam chowdery. It's a little thinner. So apparently it feels better to his pain. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to, let you know, alert you that the clam chowder is no longer clam chowder. It's more of a broth. Yeah, it's thinned out. And so apparently he likes that better. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you have catered to your man. Did you know, did he tell you or something? How did you know to lighten up, Buttercup? I don't know. So, I mean, so I can bloom again. It's dead. It's wilted. My vagina at 51, have you ever seen a rose? Like not a full, fresh, blooming rose, because she not there anymore. She was there at the beginning. So now, she's like halfway. She's on the other end of the blossom, right? She's opened, and her petals are starting to drop. That's my vagina. Yeah, 51. She's just, she's done. Yeah, she's almost, yeah. It's withering. It's not. Yeah, it's not. No, it's not withered yet. Lisa's is withered. Lisa's, all the petals are gone, and the stem is hunched over, right? Mine is right at the full bloom, when petals are starting to fall off before the stem is left with no petals. Mine is in that process. Just, Lisa's like, fuck, why are you throwing me under the bus? Well, because you said you were 70. I'm 21 and here, this is scary. Rach, let me tell you something. I tell my own daughters this, okay? Take notes and don't forget, I said this crazy woman on TikTok told you to take pictures. Take pictures of your cooch. Take them, keep them in a special folder, so when you become 51 and things don't look the same anymore, you can research back of when it was cute. Yeah, when it was cute, like when it was just a bud, a beautiful, tight bud, little moist and dewy. She looked great. She had her life ahead of her. No kids, right? Because once you start having those kids, it's gone. And one day you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, what the fuck? Did it look like that before? I don't think it looked, what happened, So remember, I'm telling you, I tell my daughters the same thing. I want to see what my vagina looked like at 21, because I don't think it looked like this, is all I'm saying. Your labia majora are the lips on the outside. They shrink up, and all your labia minora, and the man in the boat, the oyster, the bean, she all out like the other ones. So just remember, get a picture. Take it now. 21, it's still pretty. She's still looking good and tight. And take a picture of your body too, because it's different. It's different. It's just different. To be glad she had C-section. Judy, I know, but here's the thing. It still changes. Menopause still makes her a little weird looking. So her hole's tight. That's great for her husband and her. So I can see it, but I don't want to, Susan. It scares me. She scares me. No, she ugly. I mean, she looks like we talk about that, a fucking animal. She looks like she's ready to bite. I mean, she's out there waiting. She's got one eye open, waiting, So no, it's completely different. It has dry mouth. Apparently, I don't have dry mouth anymore. No, so whatever balanced out my hormones, it's fine. She's producing great liquid. Yeah, I don't know, an aloe plant on a desert with no water. All the tugging. Oh, especially if you slurp on one side too long. Y'all, make sure your men evenly slurp, because, you know, some men like to pull a side, and then it makes that side longer. Not that Dan ever pulled a side. Dan's more of a licker. He's not a sucker. Sometimes he sucks, but he doesn't suck the lips. He always sucks the man in the boat, you know? But a gentle lick is all you need. We don't need sucking. We don't need it to look any more traumatized than it already does. So bye, Jesse. We scared Jesse off with the vagina talk. Hormones, I think, are safe. Yeah. Does people like to be sucked? Do you like to? I mean, would you want it like a straw suck? I don't know. I'm not a big person. Like, you know, men love it. I don't know why, but it's just not appetizing. I just don't look at a vagina and be like, ooh, yum. Can I have a taste? No, men, what is wrong with you? It's weird, but gentle. Yeah, or they scratch that side. All right. Judy, you don't want people. I was like, girl, why are you here? Judy's over here. Judy doesn't want you to see how nasty she really is. Yeah, and cut your nails. Cut your fucking nails. Guacs, are your nails? Manicure them. Nobody likes a rough cuticle or a long fucking nail. You know, you can really hurt the beauty of the inside vagina walls. You know, Judy went and took a hiatus. I don't want people to see the R-rated Judes. Yeah. No, Jessie, she's not scared. She's here every day. What's my body count? Like 3. Dan? 3. That's my body count. Yeah. So anyway, no. How come nobody? No, Stelios, are you not listening? She dead. The vagina is closed for shop. Yeah. No. You'll get used to it. No, I'm not. Teeter, I think Teeter's cute. Do you know whose Teeter father is? Do you know who's Teeter? Do you know do you know who her father is? I only like long nails for back scratches. Yes. Yes, man, cut your nails. You're welcome. I say what everybody's thinking. It doesn't feel good when you jam a fucking fingernail in it. The first one, well, yeah, the one of them didn't count. I was confused because I don't know if it went fully in. It was a dicky-do. So do we count? Where's the Michael Landon? Yeah. Yep. A dicky-do. So I've had an experience with a dicky-do. I don't really think, I barely think the tip touched. I think the tip was barely in. The whole head wasn't in. It was just the touching of the tip. It gently kissed my labia minora, I believe. I don't even think it entered. Yeah. So we're still questionable. Fine, 2.5. Do we count that? Yes, I do, Tim. Do we count it? I don't know. Anyway, I think just the whole, the eye went in the pie. Barely. It was just a graze. It was a little, yeah. How's Ed's recovery going? Oh, well, it's going, you know, it is what it is. And listen, well, shit. No shit, Tran. You ain't gonna get, yeah, she's trying to study, you know, she's gonna take a test. Well, where on the test does it say, I studied Danielle's, men, please cut your nails, it's unhygienic. You know, is it safe? You know, here's the thing, is it really safe to insert fingers? You don't think what's underneath those fingers.
Man, his voice is so strong today.
His fingernails, and you know, were you petting a cat? You know, it's really unsanitary if you really think about sex.
We talking about sex?
Yeah, fingers and vaginas and nails. You gotta cut your nails.
I'll cut them. I'll have them pulled off my hand if that would help. I'll have them surgically removed if you would promise.
And it's really not, like, I think before any finger enters the human body, you should scrub your nails. You should wash your hands, almost like, you know, you were, gonna commit a surgery or something. Because if you really think about it, you guys are probably responsible for bacteria and infections and shit. Because how do I know your hands were clean? How do I know you weren't just petting the cat or the dog? And then you kiss the dog, and then you kiss my cuckoo, and then it's not safe. Bacteria, Dan. This is why I've restricted him from any touching or kissing down the lips, because I don't know where his mouth nor his fingers have been. And it kind of grosses me out. You know, the tongue swapping and the spit, like all this stuff as you get older.
This is my life. It's devoid of any kind of pleasure or passion or anything that you would typically associate with an intimate relationship. I get, or you got 2 minutes, do the best you can, and then it's over.
Yeah, I just don't touch. Just put it in. It's fine. I don't.
Oh, yeah, it's fine.
I got germ some of it is phobia.
I mean, this is ridiculous. First it's menopause, then it's fucking I misbehave. Now you're a germaphobe.
Well, you were an asshole morning.
All right, Howie.
And then you pull down your pants and like, let's go. I'm fine now. Like he already forgot about his little temper tantrum. His mess is still there, but he forgot about it. I have not. And then he takes off his pants like I'm gonna be lured by his peen. Like that's supposed to say I'm sorry, baby? No.
Where's my apology?
For what?
For moving all my shit and losing my envelope that I had to spend 15 minutes
I'm now
for.
Responsible for his disorganization.
No, I was completely organized until you threw it all into a fucking box.
Christine said, "Oh, that wasn't little." They heard you.
I'm glad they heard me.
Did you?
And
I
hope you got honored for moving my important stuff.
Everybody said, "Well, he should have put his stuff away." And
of course, I should have.
So, Christine, when I read that, he went. He fucking hates the zoomies.
Do it again.
He fucking hates
What did I do?
Zoomies.
I did that. I've never done that in my entire life.
You just did it.
I've never done that.
Lord.
I don't make a face like
Go
that
figure.
and move my head left and right.
He hates the zoomies. He called them a cult the other day. Like David Koresh, I'm the leader.
It is a cult. I'm surprised you don't get Kool-Aid in the mail.
They have it.
I'm sure.
Deflection.
Drink the Kool-Aid.
Christine said always with the deflection, Dan.
Drink the Kool-Aid.
So you have like about 10 women who always, if the Zoom is unmuted and
they hate Dan. I mean, they're just it's like unbelievable.
Of course.
It's like 10 on 1 every fucking minute of my life.
Of
and
course.
She wonders why I get defensive. It's not one woman hitting on me. She's got like 9 sister wives that I don't get any of the benefit, but I get the other part of the wife. So I have 11 wives yelling at me. And that's my life.
But of course, it's nothing that he does wrong. It's what we do. And they don't listen to him, because if maybe they listen to his reason for being that way, then they would understand.
I think we're going to have to touch this further on tonight's live.
Sister wife.
Your sister wife bullshit. And that's why you like that television show.
Christine said you deserve it.
You watch that damn show.
Christine said he deserves it. He does. And then you hear, I had to turn Caroline down this morning.
They pretend to be all democratic, women's rights, but it's really anti-man. That's what it is.
They're Dan, own your shit.
It's like
because you don't own your shit, and you deflect, and you try to plead your
I'm
case to everybody in here.
Listen, I don't care how bad you think I am or how bad I actually am. Nobody on the planet is wrong 100% of the time. I am right sometimes, but yet Zoom is against me 100% of the time.
Yes, because
nobody's that bad.
Yes,
nobody.
You are. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
I mean, Satan isn't that bad.
So Dan believes that everybody just listens to me, right?
Absolutely.
Dan believes that I put this magical.
You're monkeys. You're flying monkeys
now
that come in. And they got their poison words, and they come in, they shoot darts at me.
So Judy says your book, when you ever
and
publish
the one thing I hate more than anything is people that misuse the word narcissistic. Look it up, Cool Breeze. My God.
Listen.
Yeah.
Judy said when you write your book, the title should be Poor Dan. Or my title. Or his title. My title should be Poor Dan? I could do that. Poor Dan.
I'm going to start a social media, Poor Dan. All I'm going to do is post videos of you ripping on me. Clips from your lives, and every day it's going to be like your Kitchen Chronicles. Mine's going to be Poor Dan. This is my life.
You should.
I'm going to call
Poor Dan.
I'm going to take your term. I'm going to call it FML. This is my life. This is my life. This is my wife.
Christine said, if you would have screamed at me like that, I wouldn't even be talking to you currently. I'm not happy about him.
I assume that you wouldn't have just picked up all my shit and thrown it in a box where there were important stuff in there.
So Dan thinks that scattered all over the table is an organization.
No, it was in my box, and I had that envelope sticking up right where I knew it would be.
No, it should have been in the folder. His folder.
I wanted it where it was because I knew where it was.
Well, you didn't because it's been sitting in there for a month.
It's been sitting in a. It's not been sitting in a box for a month.
It's been sitting in there for like 3 weeks.
That's funny because I've only had the check for 3 weeks.
Well, it's been sitting in there for 3 weeks, and Dan had to go to the office this morning, so he waits to the last minute to look, at least prepare. We could have eliminated the stress if you would have prepared for it.
Of course, my fault.
Poor Dan. Hear it again. No accountability.
I mean,
you're right, dear. I probably would have been easier had I prepped.
It would have been easier had I started an hour earlier. It would have been easier if you hadn't moved it, right? So.
Okay. Well, every time you do a live at that table, your shit's not there. So you knew it was moved.
It was in a box, though. Right where you have it, you took it out and moved it.
I just took everything
container.
And I moved it in the container so I didn't have to see it.
But the letter was no longer sticking out.
Okay,
it fell down to the bottom under everything.
It fell to the bottom, and now you ruined my organization.
You ruined my organization.
You don't have organization.
I have organization.
Yeah, I'm going to take everybody
It's my own organization.
Which is a fucking shit show.
Right, but I know where it all is.
Go away. I have to do this with you later. I don't want to do it with you now. Adios, Dan. This is my time, not yours.
This is my time. This is my show. This is my time. You can go on your show.
Yeah, you could. Yeah. Go ahead. Go get your people.
I know I'm not going to go there.
Go get the Dan lovers on your account and just go have them stroke your ego. Go ahead, go. Toodaloo, motherfucker. Toodle-fucking-loo.
By the way, I was thinking of a shirt we could get. You need a Vagina Monster shirt. Just says Vagina Monster.
That's stupid.
It's not stupid. Ask people.
Stupid.
It's stupid because it's about you.
It's not organized.
And then I'm going to have
a
Vagina Monster and then a picture of
Christine said not funny.
It will be funny if you
now
put a picture of like
poor Dan.
Kind of a
Sassy
merge
said
between
that's dumb.
A vagina and an octopus in a picture. If we could get someone to draw that, that's my Vagina Monster.
Lily wants a poor Dan shirt. Now that would be a funny shirt. Poor Dan.
So, yeah, that would be good. And they should be all around.
He's not joking. He thinks the Vagina Monster is funny. It's not funny.
The Vagina Monster is funny. And it's accurate.
A Wambulance shirt. Dan says, please call it, Wambulance. Dan, start your own brand.
I don't know who you think started this whole thing.
Everybody wants a poor Dan shirt with your face on it.
You are a subsidiary of me.
Now,
I started the original company, and you are a subsidiary.
No, I'm not.
The Saab brand is a subsidiary of D-Sal NorCal.
I'm making the company better.
You may be, but you are a subsidiary.
You have not given anything to the company.
I am the founding member. I founded it, the whole thing.
You founded it?
I founded it.
Okay, well, you founded it, and then you dropped off.
I haven't dropped. I dropped off.
You crashed and burned.
Oh, my God. I've crashed and burned?
Crashed and burned, baby. There's no up for Dan. It's only 11. It drips, and it kind of crawls back up, and then it dips.
Somebody has, delusions of, like exceptionalism.
Yeah, I know. You're looking at her.
I know I am.
You're looking at how
delusions of exceptionalism.
She's carrying your ass.
Listen.
I carry your ass.
Who started the whole thing?
I carry your ass.
Who started it?
In your work.
What did you say when we started?
You better take that video down. You got people angry at you.
Christine, I
Look
was trying to.
Look at all those angry comments.
I was trying
that video down.
When I went in the ditch, I had a plan. I was trying to open. I tried to open the door as we went into. I didn't go into the ditch, but I had a plan to get rid of them. Yeah, that was my plan. It didn't work. Anyway. Dan, go.
I'm going.
Wow, imagine living with her on the daily. Dan, get out. I could get out, and then Grandpa would be in a caregiving home. So you can't have it both ways because it wouldn't work. And the house would be dilapidated. It would be run down.
There's that word, dilapidated, your favorite word.
Take your waddle, and do you want the waddle included on the poor Dan shirt? Or should we make him svelte? I already cleaned the litter box, Kim. No, I'm taking it straight in the ditch. Oh. Dan is just a wreck. Boom, crashed and burned. Good thing he has me. Not only to take care of all his shit, but also to take care of our social media empire. Thank you, Danielle Salinger, for pulling through and wiping asses great. We can wipe asses good again. Yes. Because Dan, truth hurts. You know what they say? Truth hurts. truth. Tony, get the fuck out of here. We want the waddle. Dan, I don't know why you're talking on the phone. Jesus, be aware of your surroundings. I mean, he sits here, and Mark calls, and he has a like, how ADD can you be? Tell me you're not ADD without telling me you're not ADD. He just doesn't have any. He wants to be here just in case, but I mean, how do you pick up you? This is what I deal with. This is what I deal with. Fuck. He doesn't read the room. Dylan's stealing my thunder. He already lost my thunder. We were talking about vaginas and shit, and he comes in and crashes and burns because he's jealous. You got 3 inches? 3 inches of what? Dan owns me. No. I own myself. Nobody owns me. You can't tame baby. You cannot tame baby. I gotta send my, anyway. I said, oh, shit. Anyway. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Bought and paid for. No, I'm not bought. So let me tell you, no. Y'all think I have this privileged lifestyle of money and leisure, and my lifestyle is not such. I gotta work hard for money. That song from Dirty Dancing. Yeah. Oh my God. You gotta, whatever. Well, you guys go live this weekend, tonight. We can't do Friday nights anymore because we have date nights. So, so it'll be Monday, Wednesdays, Saturdays right now. Mine put the container I used to scoop the dog food back in the cupboard because he left it on the table and said dog food bed. Saw it later, thought it looked clean. Yeah. Yeah, it's a whole different vibe. I thought that was the worst of the whole live movie. The stupid, yeah. But we just had this talk about narcissism. You learn the word before you use it, because you look like an idiot when you use it and you have no idea what it really means. And because you say that shows what clueless person you are for not knowing the accurate definition of a narcissist. We just went over this. Even Dan just said it. Most people talk about that, they throw that out like they know what it means. You don't know what a narcissist is, obviously, because we all have tendencies to be narcissistic, right? Which is selfish and self-absorbed in moments. But you don't know how that works, obviously. You probably divorced her without realizing that it was probably you that was the narcissist. See? You see how that works, dude? Yeah, get a clue. Open your mind, expand it. Okay, can you shut the... Anyway, people come on here thinking, and then they come back with retorts, and their retorts just sizzle in the air, the open air of the frequencies of the phone. And so, yeah, you don't know what wrong. She admits it now, I'm sure. I'm sure you were perfect, right? I'm sure you don't have any narcissistic tendencies. And by you writing what you are shows how far your head is up your arse. Yeah. Anyway, learn the word. It's those gods, narcissist, narcissism. It was, learn about the Greek mythology, and you will learn truly what a narcissist is. And I'm definitely not a narcissist. I take care of everybody. A narcissist doesn't lift a finger for anybody. A narcissist doesn't take care of a 93-year-old man and give away her life, right, and her freedom. A narcissist does not take care of other people and puts herself last. That's not a narcissist. A narcissist actually is self-absorbed all the time, doesn't help, and thinks they're right all the time, and loves himself and can't stop looking in the mirror. If you learn about the Greek mythology, you will see what narcissist was. He stared at himself. He couldn't stop staring at himself in the water because he thought he was so beautiful. That's narcissism. Learn it. Don't look like an idiot. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you. I I know. People just don't get it. A true narcissist is really, really disgusting human, because they don't care for anybody. Nobody at all. At all. And just because you think somebody's a narcissist, you should really read up on it. Okay. Let me take another sip. And I think that people who call people narcissists, for the most part, are the true narcissists themselves. But narcissists can't admit that they're narcissistic. I do believe we all have moments in time where we are self-absorbed. And I think it's important to be self-absorbed sometimes because we put... Hello. Look at my arms. You would think I was bruised and battered. Well, I am bruised and battered, but are we back on YouTube? I need somebody to talk. Are we here? Are we back? Can somebody check to see and come back? Are we back? Okay. All right. I waited. Okay. Yeah, you noticed my bruises? I did more yesterday, so I cleaned up I got really scratched up. I think I got scratched up on my arm too. A tree branch caught me. Anyway, okay. Affirmations for a badass. Let's do it. What is today? You ready? Today. They have an inability to show empathy. No, that is not me. I'm getting better and better every fucking day. Hear that? Let's do it again. I'm getting better every fucking day. I'm getting better and better and better and better. Better every day, Lisa. I'm getting fucking better and better every fucking day. Remember that. That's the card of the day. So remember that when you're feeling defeated today, you say, fuck that shit. I'm going to be better. I'm going to be better. Yes, that's for you. Amazon. My friends sent me those. Yes. Affirmation cards. I love them. And we read them every day. You got to get better. You got to remember what you need to do. What you need to do is every morning I tell you guys, I want you to wake up and look at yourselves in the mirror. If you brush your teeth for the first thing you do, I don't brush my teeth. I'm not a morning brusher because I'm going to eat and stuff. You already sabbed hard today already? Oh, hi, Guax. What is my favorite music? I love a lot of old school stuff, but I love poppy stuff too. I love like Kid Laroi. I love Post Malone. I love Lola Young. She's my jam right now. She's my jam. So a song came on my iTunes yesterday, and I was like, God, this is a badass song. And I was like, who the hell? I had to look because I was like, who does this sound like? And it was Lola. I was like, oh my God, she's a badass bitch, man. Her voice, I love it. Wording those in for my best. Yes, we need to stay together, Kelly. So anyway, in the morning time, before you do anything, I want you to look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself you are worthy, you are important, and you matter. Okay? It's very important. You need to believe that. That's the first step to anything. The first step to finding out the true you and to go on this journey of cleansing and decluttering the shit and the Rolodexes that are keeping you back. You have to believe that those three things are important to yourself. Does Dan do housework? Like, give me an example. Does he clean toilets? No. Does he make the bed? No. Does he mop the floors? No. Does he, dust? No. Priscilla, what are you looking for? And maybe I can help. Does he do yard work? Is that housework? No. Does he wash the car? No. Does he fix the dishwasher? No. I do that. Does he cook? No. Does he put groceries? No. Does he clean up after himself? What else? Does he do laundry? No. 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 Um, I need to mop a little bit more than I do. My life is so like, you guys need to understand, like I should be mopping more than I do. I wipe down my kitchen floor a lot because people spill. Yeah, Dan is the princess. So that's the thing. Yeah, I don't dust from the eyes up. I dust from the eyes down. Um, hi Jihad. But he provides. He's got a good job. Cody, can you tell me what that job is, please? What do you think that Dan's do? What do you think that Dan's doing currently? I'm sorry. Oh, he's a lawyer. Has anybody seen Dan in the office in the last year? Anybody? Have you all? Have you? Is Dan? Does he take care of the kitties? No. No. He does help with Ed a little bit. Yeah, he does. He does help Ed. Okay, he does. He gets Ed up in the morning time when I'm out here working. Yeah. And I change his calf bag in the morning time and he'll change it again. He gets Grandpa up a lot to walk, which is important because I can't do it all. He must be an extraordinary lover. He's a sucker. Yeah, he likes to suck. You know, he likes to suck and put it in and scratch. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Danielle, that's good, cue ball. He likes to watch me work. Like yesterday. I'll show you. Q, I'm trying to like this. So yesterday we've taken care of Betsy, which is my willow tree out there. My neighbor got a really nasty gash because he was helping me trim. He's got a power saw, that goes high. And so I'm out there breaking wood. And that's why my hip hurts, I think, is because, I was breaking the dead pieces up instead of cutting them because it's so much easier. And that's how I got all the stuff. But, he walks up, he comes back and he's just walking up the driveway and he looks over at me and then he turns around and just walks back in the house. He doesn't even say, "Hey baby, what are you doing? You need a hand?" No, he doesn't. And he says, "Well, you like to garden." Well, that's not gardening. That's not gardening. That's taking care of the property and the trees. That's not what I like to do. I like to plant. I like to cut flowers and put them in but that's not what I like to do. You know what I mean? Yeah. So make him do the hard stuff with Ed. Oh, I bathe him. Yeah. I bathe him. And I bathe him because Dan yells. He's impulsive and he's very no patience. And so, I don't like to hear it, but Grandpa does need a shower today. So thank you for reminding me. That's another job I have to do today. Does he do any house maintenance? Like what? I'm searching here what you mean by house maintenance. Like, does he pay bills? No. Does he do the taxes? No. Does he do the gutters? No, I do the gutters. And no shit, you'll see me up there and then he says, "Be careful," as he walks inside. "Get off that ladder, you're gonna fall." Okay, well, you wanna get up here? Well, no. I do sprinklers. Does he change a light bulb? No. He tells me, "Danielle, there's a light bulb." He does brag about, he used to also, does he ever cook? No, not anymore. And I'd almost rather him not because he's a messy cook. My audience is so lost. So lost. Oh, Angel, I love it. So he knows what it's like. No, I couldn't do it, Rich, because my garden, this one, if I could get back the itching part, I would bring her back. I think I'm going to bring the hair back. Because he doesn't like hair down yonder. I don't really like it either, but it does give a little blanket of animosity down. Does he volunteer? No. Does he change? No, I pay somebody for the pool. Does he do the filters in my house? No. You love a hairy beaver? Some people do. Anything else would you like? Anything else? Do you want to ask questions? Does he clean the garage? No. No. Ceiling fans. I barely get to the ceiling fans, Sue. You should see. Save the beaver. Put the shirt back on the beaver. Put the cat. Dishes. No. What he does is he rinses out his dish and then he puts it back in the sink and puts water in it. Mm-hmm. Does he water my plants outside? No. Mm-mm. Does he do errands? Yes. Like, sometimes if I can't do it all, I'll send him to do things. Yes, he'll do that. Because, why? Because Dan loves getting out of the house, right? Let's give him credit for something. I'm trying. Does he keep my car clean? No. No. He's already ripped my seat in my car. It stinks like something died in it. So I have no idea what's in there. Is it easier for me to tell you what he does? Helps with grandpa. Yeah. Does he allow you to have other men fall in love with you? Yes, Jihad, he knows about you. It's okay. Yeah. Anything else you need to know? I'm trying. He's always willing to get food. Yes, 100%. I know. Beams, I saw him walk in. I know, I love you. You want your morning loves. Marriage is great. Yes. If you're not married, stay that way. You don't need a man. You don't need a man because you just inherit their issues on top of your own. And that's really difficult sometimes. Does he water my garden? No. What else does he do? He makes me a mess. I mean, he loves the animals. He is an animal lover. He loves the babies. What do I love about him? I don't really know. Here's the thing. I looked at him last night. I did a video and he didn't like it because I was a little hammered at that time. So I just deleted it because he was being Dan. Like, I'm not going to do that. That's just fake. I'm like, okay, well, we're fucking videoing. Anyway, I do look at him sometimes and I'm like, I really do love you. I don't know why. Here's the thing. Water in the fridge and is cleaning the kitchen. Oh my God. How do I get one of those? I need one of those. He's good at thinking he's funny, right? He's good at, eating my sugar candy and sucking the sugar off and spitting out my candy. He's good at poems, yeah. They grow on you like a fungus. I call it more like a leech or a tick. Yeah. Hell no, my ex married a filthy rich woman and I like her. Does Dan make me laugh? Sometimes, yes. But he's really a pain in the ass. He watches. He doesn't care. He's good at loving the animals. Does he really love me? So I was making fun. We make fun of his phone call. So somebody heard it and they were like, wait, I think somebody on Zoom and they're like, seriously, that's how Dan calls the kids? So if he calls the kids, right? My husband, I've been trying to train him for 28 years. Good trouble. So he's failed, obedience class a lot. He's still failing at 58 almost. Anyway, so he calls, he's really good at talking to other people other than his family. Okay, you have a big house and seems loads of money, so he's good at something. We don't have loads of money. I mean, what do you call loads of money? Like $10,000 in the bank, $5,000, fine. But what's loads of money? What's loads of money? I mean, you got to be a little bit more. There's no loads. There's no truckloads. There's no armor trucks here. There's no, gold bars. Our house isn't made out of gold bricks or anything like that. No, totally not gonna happen. Yes, I mean, his clients love him. He does really good work for his clients. Anyway, I have to do this or he just sits in. Can I take? Wait. No, we have other ways to get rid of that tick. So he called Hannah. There was an airplane crash in San Diego the other day. So this is Dan. Like, he'll talk to Zach for hours. He'll talk to Mark. He'll talk to Dave. And it's more of a communication than he does with his kids, right? He doesn't call Jennifer. Barely Jennifer calls him, if it's legal something, right? They'll have that in common. So maybe that'll, blossom at some point. He called Hannah the other day and I'm giggling because he's like, Hannah? And I hear her go, yeah, Dad. Did that plane crash? Are you by that plane crash? Well, no. I mean, it's close, but not close. Okay, bye. Bye. That's just, and Hannah and I just giggle over that. I'm like, wow, I heard your stellar conversation with Dad the other day. She goes, I know, we just giggle. I mean, it's just like, it's the funniest thing. Hannah? Yeah. Hi, Dad. Where was that plane crash? Are you by it? No. All right. Bye. Bye-bye. That's it. That's it. That's it. No, I'm not rich, Jihad. So if you were looking to marry a sugar mama, wrong one. Wrong one. When do I have time for myself? The only time I really have time for myself is like now we have caregivers. So, but you know what? So I can get like 4 hours by myself, which is great. I can run errands and do things, or I could, get a pedicure, manicure. And is it easier for you because of control issues? No. God, I would love some help. I mean, he may not do it right, but that's okay. I can fix it if I need to. Some help would be great, right? I'm not that much of a control issue. Like if he just did something, if I see effort, it's like, okay, it's willy-nilly, but it's fine. I can deal with that. No, I wasn't able to go to the casino. I ended up because I was like, Clint, when, another day next week when your saw's out, I need more tree help. And so he was like, I'm coming over. Give me 10 minutes, and so I got stuck with, and I put my piles. I'll show you. Let me see. I wonder if I could walk over there. Let's see if we can. I'll show you what I did. I'm kind of afraid to do arms today because my arms are so sore, but let's see if we can. I'm hoping we're not going to have to reconnect, but so I have, let's see, I'll go until I get, we'll see how it, so ooh, what kind of shit is that? Look at that. What is that? What kind of poop is this? I'll show you. Whoa, I almost dropped you. What kind of poop is that? I'll show you, Betsy. We're still good, right? Bye, Chantal. Okay, we're still good. So all 3 of my containers are already full. So all 3 of my containers right there, overflowing. And so I literally had to, those are all my piles that I cut. I either cut by hand, or I broke them with my foot. Now, my chainsaw died. I have a little handheld chainsaw that I got from TikTok shop, the best thing ever. So it died, so I need to chop those still. But those are everything I broke. Those over there need a little bit more cutting. These I got. And then these I broke, so I can just pick them up and put in those I need to cut. So I almost did everything. Yeah. So this took 2 days worth of struggle and work, So this is my tree. She's beautiful. I like to trim. I just hate the cleanup, So Clint trims and then I have to do all the cleanup. So we kind of cleaned her up a little bit because she's really dirty. She's got an old, and then, yeah, so I felt bad because he got hurt, but yeah. So we kind of cleaned her up underneath here a little bit, so it'll be easier for me to trim. So it is gorgeous. That tree fell down one time and when that storm 10 years ago, and it made me so sad. And so we had to chop it up. What is that poop? Did you guys tell me what that poop that is? Does anybody know what poop that is? Anybody? It's weird. What kind is that, skunk poop? What is it? I don't know. It looks like tar. What poop? Yeah, I'm out on the treadmill. I was done. So it takes a lot. My nose is starting to run because of the allergies. But yeah, no. So I do put the debris. And is it a crow? Oh, possum pup. Heavy raccoon. Is it? I don't know. I've never seen that tarry poop before. So, Dan doesn't do anything. No. I'm out there, and that's why my neighbor helps me a lot because, they help me. They're great. I mean, they don't have time. And Clint's always like, hey, I have free time if you need any help. So I love that. But my body's really sore, you guys. Dan couldn't do it. No. Did the salt work on the maggots? Yeah, he didn't use salt. Yeah. Yeah, no, I do everything. I mean, literally, I do everything. Beams is back. Does he get bothered by his ADD? I don't know. Can we see Millie Pig soon? Yes. Danielle, did that poop come from a raccoon? It's not a dog. Mm-mm. What does he do while I'm working? Nothing. He goes, like yesterday, he came back from a walk, saw me working, and then he's like, I'm going to get lunch, and he left. And then he comes back, and then he feeds Grandpa. Especially if I'm out. If I'm out, doing yard work, he does all that. Do you talk to Dan about this, like serious combos, or is he just, Sassy, what's the point of talking? You get to a point, we have burn days, but I don't know how to burn. I wouldn't feel comfortable. We don't do that. I have a pool. I have a pool guy because I can't deal with all that. He offers to bring me lunch, but I don't like to eat out all the time. I've been eating out a lot lately. But no, I don't like to eat out a lot. He drives around town aimlessly. It takes him for hours to get home. Is there a balance? I mean, I guess it's a balance, I don't know. I mean, sometimes like when I'm really tired and I have to, I really wanted to get all those together for, I can just, when after garbage day comes, I can really start working on getting the rest of the debris in the, like the woods and stuff in there. But it's hard. Sometimes I cry. Sometimes I'm just overwhelmed with things. Sometimes my body hurts like it does now. And, it's overwhelming, and I'm in so much pain, but, I got to keep going. Like today, I mean, I woke up, my neck's on fire, my hip hurts, but I gotta keep doing, I gotta keep doing. I've eaten out a lot this week because, and then we ate out last night. I had fries. I gobbled the fries down. I was so hungry. I haven't been eating a lot during the day because I've been so busy. And that's why I think the alcohol really got to me last night. But, because normally, it doesn't get to me that bad. Yeah. I have, Kim, I do. I mean, I don't know. You saw him bring me a beverage. Yeah. I mean, he'll do things like if he's going out, he is my stable partner. Yes. I mean, here's the thing. Hi Cheryl. Bye Cheryl. Yeah, there's a lot of after so many years you just don't, you just stop. It's just like it's an endless cause. So I just like I'm gonna do my, I mowed the pasture. No, that would be great. Yeah. Does Andrew help? Andrew's busy. He's at work right now. Yeah. Andrew's been working a lot now that he's off. So it's really hard. There's really no help. I mean, Andrew would do it begrudgingly, but who would do it, So I know the cat is so freaking annoying. Way more, in fact. Yes. No. And Kim, that's true. Bye, Jaron. I was trying to do Jaron. No, you can't cheat. No. So here's the thing. Yes, I have just taken more and more and more and more and more and more and more on, right? I've grown in that way, like social media, trying to do my thing with, business and trying to get it up and going and, doing life coach talking and trying to add, people who just want the one-on-one with me, doing that, the book stuff and, juggling everything. He kind of stopped the office and I have taken on all the office stuff too. I have to get the office rented, my house rented. I'm trying to do it all. It's a lot. It's a lot of work and it's hard sometimes to manage, so much on my plate. But I have to make my concoction, my weed killer, and I have to go out right today. But everything else is pretty much done. And then I have my gardener that comes and cleans my, mows and stuff like that. Am I going to have plus 50 hours? Yeah, I don't know how I could. Yeah. One day from your daughter-in-law saying, what the fuck, how did Andrew help? Yeah. Andrew can't help. I mean, works, you guys, he has a job, he finally got a job. So he's working, what can I do? I'd rather him work and make money and stop spending my money. Do you have 10 cats? Yes. Now those two, those two make 10, but they are getting cuter. They're coming out. Yeah, I mean, he'll have to take her to the vet. I'm not going to do the vet bills. I mean, I'll probably obviously do the bills, but he wants to take her, he'll have to do that. I know, because they don't take stuff like that. Yeah, they don't take stuff like that. I can also have a pickup, like a garden pickup, and I probably could do that too, where I could just put that on the side of my property out in front, and oh God, I'm so sore. And they would pick it up, and I do, because I have some furniture pieces that they can take and break up too. So I might do that one day and just put a whole bunch of shit out there. So yeah, I mean, he does help with Grandpa, but he's not very independent with Grandpa. He really needs my help a lot with Grandpa because why not? The only time he has to do it is when I'm not home. Have you found Ed a new dresser yet? No. And I want to try to go to find a dress. I cleaned Ed's room yesterday. I moved furniture around. I got his dresser drawers out that Blue Kitty has ruined. I just cleaned because there's a cat. I think this Blue Kitty is spraying in there. So it's beautiful here, Tim. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So I moved his room around. I cleaned up. I have to do his sheets today. I'm going to give him a shower, and then I'll change his bedding. Just cleaned. And then I got ready for date night. Like, I didn't sit down all day. How is no, he's actually left the Catherine alone recently, which is weird. Ed is still around. Do you feed Orange Kitty any other? I feed a gaggle of cats out here, and I feed the cats inside. Yeah. Bye, Silver Rose. I'm gonna allow you to take over my life. Junk too brief. Oh, yeah, I'll call you later, Lisa, too. You're on my list of to-dos. Do you have a trick on getting the spray smell out? No. And so that's why a lot of the times the spray is under like things. And so you have to move in order to clean it. And that's what I did in Ed's room. Hi, Nona, how are you? Some men just need a woman in their life. Yeah, I just wish, I know, I would too, Joe. It would be so much easier. So I do. I kind of have Grandpa's shit everywhere. Because the closet in there is full with Dan's stuff. And, Dan, there was a time where he just collects shit, and he's taken up every ounce of my storage spacing with his shit. So, there's more to come from the office. I mean, he's got a lot of sports paraphernalia and stuff like that he used to buy all the time back in the day. And so I'm like, we need a storage unit is what we're going to have to get. It's going to take a graduate, the new kids to other parts of the house. I want them a little bit bigger. I want them a little bit bigger. It's really what I might do. I have a baby gate, and so I might little by little, do them. I have dressers. Do you mind a little water? Yes, I mind water. I do. I don't. And Lisa showed me Mom yesterday. She sent me a picture of Mom, Muddy Mom. And yes, I want that. She has a beautiful antique Louis Vuitton makeup case, and so she couldn't find it amidst her life, but now she has found it because she had to eliminate her life out of her house. So Mom she's like, look, I found it, I told you I had it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. No, Joe, I might go to Goodwill today and see, instead of driving up to Cameron Park, just because it's hit or miss when you go in Cameron Park, right? Oh my God, this Louis Vuitton is beautiful. It's a makeup case. It's 30 years old, and she is gorgeous. She is gorgeous. Her mirror is broken, but who fucking cares? You can replace that shit, but she is gorgeous. I know, I wish you guys were here because then we can go thrifting. God, maybe I'll bring your members with me. Maybe we'll do a little member field trip today. It depends on how much I get done today. I was married for but didn't find the love of my life until I was 36. Oh, love that, Angel. Don't get a storage. If you don't have a place for it, get rid of it. No, I know, and I probably will. Gen X, 100%. I mean, the only things that we can't is he's got a whole bunch of sporting things, pictures, and big jersey framed, and I don't know where that's gonna go, you guys. We're just busting at the seams, it's just, and that shit's not going up in my room. So, hell no. I know. I want to go thrifting. Can you guys come here? Maybe I get a shed. He won't put his collectibles in sheds though. She needs to be cleaned. Where should she go? The train case, not Mom.
Girl, I would be using her. I don't know why you aren't using her. She needs to be your everyday makeup bag. She needs to be your best friend. She needs to ride in the front seat. Like, who are you? um, so do you have an attic? I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know. I do. I have storage space up in a closet. Like, it's not an easy accessible. It's like weird. We don't really have an attic. Like, most people have shit in their but no, I don't have a space up here. There's a space up in my daughter's room, but you have to crawl through a little hole to get up there, and that's like the whole roof line. So yeah, no. Just wanted to pop in and say hi, Jonna. So yeah, I know, but Dan won't put any of his collectibles in a shed. Nothing. Maybe I'll make one in yeah, it's a crawl through, but Clint has one in his garage, and it's got a ladder, and he just goes up and like, if I had a space, I would put so much stuff up there. But yeah, attics are overrated. At least he has a little PTSD from her attic. No basement. No basement here in California. We don't have basements. No, I'm fucked. Yeah. Sometimes don't like, Dan doesn't care, Tim. I mean, he has women flirt with him all the time. Eyebrow appointments. Has Hannah booked any more eyebrow appointments? I don't know what that means. And why are you asking about Hannah's eyebrows? Anyway, that's weird. So yeah, so I don't know. My agenda though definitely is dresser this weekend somewhere, but it just depends. I mowed. Oh my gosh. Thanks, Melissa. I'm tired, but I am gonna make pizza tonight. So we will be doing a live tonight, 5 p.m. PST. So don't forget about that. Remember, Fridays we can't do anymore, so our routine is not going to be normal. It's going to be Saturday, which is today. So we'll get on at some point today. I'm going to try to take a ride out today to find a dresser. You should do what you eat in a day. No. And you know why? The reason why I wouldn't do a what you eat in a day, because there's a lot of times I'm not eating properly, right? And I don't want people to assume that that's what's appropriate for them to eat, right? So like most of the time I won't eat in the morning time. I'll exercise and then I will eat like a sandwich, an egg sandwich, and then I might have chips, I might not, or I might have a little bit of candy, I might not, and then I won't eat till dinner. And so although my food is decently like okay, it's so difficult because everybody's body types are different. Everybody's body types are different. We all require different things, and we all need different things for survival and for body changes and all that stuff. I go in my like little spurts with not eating a lot, and I'm just there, and it's just not healthy to show what I eat because I just don't want people to think that, this is a good way to eat. Yeah, it's not. It's just what works for me. I have defluffed a lot, which I enjoy, but it's not the best way I'm doing it. And it's not that I'm focused on it. It's just that I've been super, super busy lately. So, but balanced meal 3 times a day with snacks in between is the best way to do it. You have to find out what your body reacts to. I do a lot of different ways and different amounts of food just to try to figure out and trick my body into figuring out, or it's changing it up a little bit. Body doesn't like repetition. Body likes change. And it's good to mess it up a little bit sometimes. So I'm always fiddling with my shit and my food, because what worked 2 months ago doesn't work now, or what worked a year ago doesn't work now because of menopause and hormones. So trying to find that balance is always a struggle. I don't think my body's ever going to be much thinner because, I like the alcohol. I like, the sugar. I'm really been on a sugar kick. Yeah, I won't restrict myself from things. I ate like my fries and Dan's fries last night. That's not healthy. So it's difficult. Just change it up, I know other might know, but how long have you guys been married? We will be 28 years married in July. 28 years. Me too. You eat chips. I love chips. Lately, I've been doing chips. I'm back on the chip, and I don't do it every day. But like knowing that I'm gonna have pizza tonight, I'll be a little bit more delicate in what I eat today because I want pizza. So it's always about balance. Salads, fruits, veggies are so important to have. 35th anniversary. Yeah, unfortunately, I will be probably, if one of us doesn't die first, Dan and I aren't going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. As much as the guy bugs me, I still love him. So we'll live out the rest of our lives together. Happy or sad, mad, angry, normal. Pizza, well, my weight's okay. I would like to be a little thinner, just because things fit better. Then I don't have to buy new clothes, but it is what it is. Are you using your sourdough bread for crust? No, I bought a take and bake from Walmart. Oh, I love the take and bake from Walmart. You guys don't judge me, but take and bake from Walmart, the meat lover one. Oh my God. I don't know what they put in the crust, but it's really good. But no, I could make my own crust, but no. My sourdough discard is huge. I got so much. So I also was thinking I gotta bake this weekend. I might do a couple quick loaves because that uses up bread. The dough, I might do some crackers. I don't know. I have a lot of aspirations, so let's see. I'm live streaming. That's really cool. I wish I was on a beach. So just so you know, remember the take and bake from Walmart, the meat, get whatever flavor you like. It's so fucking good, period. So fucking good. Just you'll thank me later. That's pizza dough for $1.99 cheap. My boys love it. Yeah, I gotta get her done. I gotta get off and I gotta go outside to clean up the shit and stuff like that. And maybe I won't do weeds today. Maybe I'll say fuck it today and I won't do weeds today. I'll do weeds tomorrow. It's a 3-day weekend. So it's not like I have to go to work anytime soon. No, I'm sad, Kim. Nuggets games are on hiatus right now because they're switched teams and tryouts and all that stuff. So this is a hiatus for a minute. They're very busy this weekend, so I probably won't see them. Or maybe I'll go up Monday and say hi to my deli pop because I have to see my deli pop. I saw Wesley and Delaney this week because Wesley's play. Was that this week? Yeah, I think it was. And so I haven't seen Dilly Pop, and we haven't been FaceTiming either. So, but they're really busy. They had a couple parties. They have parties today, graduation stuff, and then tomorrow they might go to Tahoe for the night. So, which means I won't see the babies. But if they stay, maybe I'll go up and see them somehow because I love to see my babies. Thank you, Joyful. They're tattooed because perimenopause took my eyebrows away. Some of them, splotchy eyebrows. It's great. It's just a wonderful thing to have. So, yes, try it, Maria. It's so good. And if it's not good, I apologize, but I love it. Oh, by the way, I'm a U.S. Army veteran and could ask you that you hang the flag. Yes, I'm gonna get it out. That's also my my thing. I'm gonna put it out. I always put it out Memorial Day. And then 4th of July. And I know you're going to yell at me for not doing it, storing it right. But you know what? Cut me some slack. I still have it. So yeah, so I'm going to put this up just right now. You're welcome. Yep. All the fams are down. We might decide to go down. Maybe. Yeah. So, yes, thank you for your service, Kim. And anybody else who has who served, what is going on with me today? Who has served our country or is currently serving? Thank you from us for always trying to protect and save and believe in, what we are trying to, whatever we try to accomplish, wars and whatever. It's sad. I don't like conflict, but we have to, it's just the way that, I don't even know what I'm saying. Just never mind. Just thank you for serving, and thank you for having served and currently serving. Is that it? I don't know. I don't know where Sansony has been. Yeah, the words were really hard to find. Thank you for your service. Plain and simple. I don't know. Fighting for our freedoms. Lord have mercy, you guys were just watching me struggle. I could have used these prompts. What time live tonight? Our normal, 5 our time. Lord, that was difficult. All right, now that I made it a complete ass of myself, I'm gonna go hang my flag and I'll see you guys later. We're not supposed to say Happy Memorial Day? We're not? Oh, what are we supposed to say? Thank you for your service, that's it? Oh. Anyway, all right, love you. Remember, you are important, you are worthy, and you matter. And it honors the dead. So, I don't know. What? Yes, Memorial Day is for the fallen. But I still like to thank the people who also are doing it because, they're risking their lives too. I always just thank them across the board, right? All right. Lord have mercy. I know what it is. Lord, thank Jesus. Lord, can I just do me? Leave me alone. All right, leave me alone. I just thank him. Thank him. And the flag represents all the fallen. But again, thank you, Logic. I'm going. Leave me the fuck alone today. Bye. I matter too, and so do my feelings. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Thank you for all who have served and who are serving, and all of the ones who have lost their lives. We appreciate all the hard work. Can I say that? I'm leaving. Never mind. I take it all back. Just have a great weekend. And thank fucking you. Shit. Bye. See you tonight.